Hey, 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 and I'm back. First of all, let's acknowledge how dope my shirt is. Super Budgetnista. You're Super Budgetnista too. Sidebar, if you'd like to get a Super Budgetnista shirt, it's available at superbudgetnista.com. That's not what today's tip is about. I'm here to share something that I love to do, and I know that you either love to do it or you would love to do more of it. Travel. Yes, travel. Who doesn't want to travel more? I do, you do, we all do. So here are some of my top 5 travel tips. I've taken some of these tips directly from the Travel on a Budget. It's called Travel on a Budget for Beginners class in the Live Richer Academy. And some of these are just some tips that I'm gonna just give you from my own tip jar. Ready? Let's go. So number 1, start a travel account. I know it seems so obvious, but so many people don't do it. If you don't have any money, you're not gonna go anywhere. Here's where you're gonna find a travel account. You're gonna go on this great website called magnifymoney.com, and you're gonna look for a great free online only bank. So you're gonna look for a bank that there's no fees and you can kind of stash your money there. And what's so great about an online only bank is that it's easy to put your money in, but hard to take your money out, because you have to wait 2 to 5 business days to transfer your money back to your regular bank account. So number 1, start a travel account. Number 2, I want you to travel on the cheapest days, or at least buy your travel on the cheapest days, which really are Tuesdays through Thursdays. So if you're gonna purchase a ticket, you don't want to purchase a ticket on Monday. You don't want to purchase a ticket on a Saturday or a Sunday. Really start looking and buying Tuesdays through Thursdays. So that's number 2. That's the cheapest day to actually buy. And honestly, those are also the cheapest days to actually fly. So fly and buy on the same cheapest days. Number 3, here are some of my favorite travel sites. Groupon. Yes, I said it. You don't just use Groupon for the spa. Groupon actually has great trips. I went to the Bahamas for my birthday. Flight, hotel, $400. Yes, $400. Groupon has a ton of great, I guess they call them Groupon getaways. Find your Groupon getaway. So you want to make sure you do that. 2, that's one of my, I would say lesson number 3 is travel based upon price. So what I like to do is every year, I'll make a list of places that I'd like to visit, and then I will look to see if any deals line up with that. Some people travel based upon destination, meaning like I want to go to California. And then you're just kind of forced to buy whatever you can fit in if you want to go to California. I don't say that. Instead, I say there are 4 different states I'd like to go to. Let's see which one is the cheapest, and then I buy that way. So really travel based upon price. So that's number 4. And my last and final tip is think outside the box. There's more than one way to travel. I'll give you an example. I went to Montreal. I live in Newark, New Jersey, which is right outside of New York. I went to Montreal and I took the train versus flying. It was about 8 hours on the train, but it was super comfortable. The train was like sitting in first class on an airplane. A lot of room, and it was just so beautiful. And you know how much a round trip train ticket cost me to Montreal from Newark, New Jersey? $150. Do you know how much a flight was? Over $600. A lot of savings. And then when I got to Montreal, I did not get a traditional hotel because hotels in Montreal are buku bucks. And you see my shirt, right? Super Budgetnista. We don't do buku bucks. Instead, I use something called Airbnb. I'll say it again. Air, B like the letter B, N, the letter N like Nancy, and B, the letter B again. Airbnb. Airbnb is just regular people like me and you who have cool places around the world, and they rent them out to folks. And so I rented this penthouse suite in Montreal for $80 a night. I went with my sister. She paid $40, I paid $40. You can't even get a crappy hotel in Montreal for $80 a night. And here I was in a penthouse suite in the middle of downtown for $40 a night. And I took the train there. We had an amazing time. So that's really tip number 5. Think outside the box so that way you can see way more of the world, but spend way less of your money. So if you like these travel tips, you're gonna find this and even more in the Live Richer Academy. Can't wait to see you there.